Excuse me, Cameron. What the heck do you think you're trying to do right now? Paris? What do you mean? I'm not sure what you're talking about right now. Huh? You really are such a daft woman. I cannot believe this is happening. I'm asking you why you came all the way out to my house but haven't done any of the chores yet. Do you not realize still that I'm your husband's mother and take priority when you're around me in my place? What? The wife is supposed to serve their husband's mother, right? You really don't seem to care about anyone besides yourself, then. Do you think it's okay to not listen to your mother-in-law or something like you have been? Do you think that kind of behavior will just go unnoticed by me and that you won't be punished for any of it? Wait, I never said that I thought that was okay. It's just that right now, things have become a bit more tough for me. I do not care. You hurry your little butt back to my house, please. I have things like cleaning and laundry that I have ready for you to take care of. I also need you to go out and pick some of the weeds in my garden for me. Also, I'd like to go out shopping today as well, so make sure to bring your car, please. Hold on, that's not happening. I'm currently in my final month of pregnancy, okay? Which means there's only a month or so left before I'm expected to have my baby. With how large my belly is right now, things like bending down to pick weeds for you and driving a car are near impossible for me. I can at least come back over and do some of the cleaning for you as long as I don't have to move around or bend over as much. And I can take care of that laundry for you as well. Huh? Who cares that you've only got a month left? Way to be over-exaggerated there. When I was having my son, I had to do all of the chores and everything up until the day my water broke and I had to go to the hospital. You really are a failure of a wife if you think you can spoil yourself like that. Things like pregnancy are different for everyone. Maybe for you, it wasn't all that bad having to carry him and you could manage all of those things, but for me, I feel sick a lot more now. And with how large my belly is right now, there's no way I can do all those things. You're gonna keep it up with all that talking back, huh? Which is crazy for a woman who is both poor and stupid. You think you can just do whatever you want and get away with it since you were able to marry my excellent son? This is what they mean when saying that impoverished people are always so sly. Going after all of my son's money and nothing else, you demon. I wonder why he wanted to end up marrying a woman like you. He had to have been tricked into thinking you were someone decent for him. There's no mistaking that. I really hope that someday he'll see you're not the one for him and he'll leave you. What? I wasn't born into poverty or anything, and currently I'm working a job as well, since Reed and I both pay the bills together. Wait, did you just say you hope your son leaves me? You're really starting to get on my nerves now. Do you not understand what it means to shut up and do as your in-laws tell you? If this is how you're still going to act, I'm worried about my family gathering that's happening in a few days. What? Wait just a second. I told you before that I wouldn't be able to make it to that gathering, right? Reed should have also explained the reason why that is to you before. Oh, that's just you guys trying to be all diplomatic, right? You think you can slack off when you're my son's wife? You think your own son was trying to be diplomatic with his mother? Just because your husband's out of town for work now doesn't mean I'm going to let you off the hook. Or perhaps you're just trying to make me look bad? Well, I'm not going to allow you to do that to me. You have it all wrong, Paris. Could you please give me a chance to tell you what's going on with us? I'm not in the mood to listen to all of your excuses anymore. When it comes to people, everyone plays a different role. And considering I'm an excellent person, I am to be loved by everyone, as well as served by everyone. And when it comes to poor women like you, all you're good for is being used as a slave. Now, you start to understand your role in all of this and begin serving me like I've asked you to. Please and thank you, you poor beggar.
Cameron, are you doing all right?
Reed, are things looking all right over there?
Yeah, so far so good. I'm sorry that this business trip just came out of nowhere. And after begging my boss over and over again, I was told there was nobody else besides myself that could go and that I'd have to be away for a week. I know that right now is a very important time for me to be around, so I'm so sorry about this.
Don't worry about it. Things like work are also very important for us. So please don't feel sorry for it.
So with you then, this is hard for me to ask, but, did something else happen between the two of you?
What? Did your mom start talking to you about what happened then?
I wouldn't say she was complaining or anything. Well, no, she was most definitely complaining again. She called me over and over again to tell me about how horrible a wife you are. And that made me think again about how she might have been picking on you once more, like she always does when I'm away. Seriously, I'm sorry I couldn't be beside you then.
You're not to blame for anything, Reed, and I happen to be all right, although I'm a bit worried about our baby.
When it comes to that family gathering my mom is hosting in 2 days, you do not have to go to it. You are quite literally in your last month of pregnancy, which is going to be the hardest on you. There's only a little bit longer, so once I'm done with all my work here, I'll make a beeline straight home to be with you again.
Reed, thank you. I'll be waiting for you. Excuse me, Cameron. You should be all finished with all of the cooking by now, right? Family are starting to come in and need to be fed. Are you not aware of that yet? You're such a pain in the ass, you know that? Paris, right now is not the time for you to be acting out. The size of my belly has really begun to strain my back. Paris, what the hell did you think you were doing? Huh? All I did was hit you in the face because you thought you could sit down on the couch while all of my family has been coming inside. I don't give a damn if you're pregnant. As the wife of my son, you stand at all times. I am not going to go easy on you. Now, you go grab all of the food and start bringing it out for my family. Would you stop acting like such a child? I already had to find a way out here to be with you and your family, only to have you asking me to prepare and serve all of the food for the family. I don't care how much you hate me and hate the idea of me having a rest for 5 minutes. You went and punched me in the belly? You're a monster, Paris. What the hell is going to happen if that punch affected my kid? You think I really care? Huh? I'm sure that the baby is just like you, considering the kind of filth you've come from. It's probably another man's child, right? Which means that God and myself shouldn't have to care about that brat you're carrying, as it has nothing to do with our family. What kind of bullcrap are you going on about right now? I can't deal with this anymore. That's enough of me playing nice with you. This time it's going to be my turn having my way with you, you bitch. What? You're going to try getting back at me even though you're my son's wife? Oh, you must have never learned anything when you were in school then. You're the one that hasn't learned the first thing about being a decent person. I'm going to make you pay for being such a monster. Hey, what the heck was that all about? You come back here right now and explain everything to all my family. Explain everything? Why should I have to do that when I already explained all the truth to them? And watching as all their mouths dropped to the floor really left me feeling a bit more satisfied. Because of you, all my family no longer trusts me, though. Oh, damn it. I'm not playing around anymore, you frickin' asshole bitch. But the first one to say anything was Aunt May, right? She was wondering what happened to me after I came into your house and disappeared, so she came all the way to the kitchen looking for me. That older sister of mine is always causing the most damage. And to talk about something like that when all the rest of the family was around? I really am thankful I have someone like her on my side. And you're just as much of a pile of crap as her. You were just waiting for the perfect chance, weren't you? To let out all of those lies and crap about me in front of everyone? Lie and crap? Please tell me what was a lie about you just then. Are you saying that audio recording of when you really tore into me was a lie that I made up to make you look bad? Or about those photos of you that were taken when you went into the kitchen and stole all of those ingredients that I was trying to cook with? Oh, or are you talking about that video of what you did to me earlier today when you came over to my place in the morning and threw hot coffee on my face to wake me up? I was thinking that someday I'd be able to use all that evidence against you, and today seemed to be the perfect day to do just that. Thank goodness I saved everything on my phone, or else I would have had to bring my laptop with me. All of those things, they can be faked to make me look bad, like you've just done there. This world is a very convenient one for assholes like you now, isn't it? You all are able to do whatever you want to make others look bad. You really think I would take things so far by faking video, audio, and photo evidence of you? And I'm not going to let you say that you don't remember any of those things happening. Unless this could mean you're already starting to suffer from dementia? You saw just how mad everyone was with you in that room, right? And of course they'd be that upset with a monster in their family. I mean, they all had to listen to you as they came into the house screaming at me to finish all the cooking in that cold kitchen while I'm carrying a baby who is soon to be born. Having the wife of my son work instead of me is the right thing to do. You are all being way too overdramatic. I was just using you the way any wife should be used. And I had to because you thought that you could use my son being away for work as an excuse not to work. I was just trying to teach you a lesson in his absence. That literally makes zero sense at all. And that is why everyone left after they tried to comprehend your stupid little reasoning for being a bitch. I know. Today was the day I could show myself off to everyone. Today was the day I could make myself look like the best in the family. Wait. What are you going on about now? Today was your older sister's 60th birthday, so what do you mean when you say that today was meant to be about you? Perhaps you never learned what role you were playing today then? Shut your damned mouth! Now get your ass back here right now! I want you to go gather all my folks and apologize to them all on your hands and knees! Do you really think I can get on my hands and knees when my belly is this massive? Have you ever given birth before, actually? Maybe this explains why your son is so kind, even though he has a bitch like you as his mother. He's most likely another woman's kid. What? Anyway, right now I'm with your sister being taken away in a taxi. She has really been taking great care of me. But anyway, this means I'm not going back to your place now, and I'm going to file a criminal complaint regarding what you've done to me. Huh? Oh, what kind of BS are you trying to tell me about now? If you don't want to be seen as a criminal, then shut the hell up. I'm not playing around right now, you useless woman! Hey, you answer your goddamn phone right now! Not happening. My belly, it hurts. Huh? Another damn excuse from you about your belly? Ugh, annoying!
Mom, would you stop acting like a child and quit it with all those damn phone calls to Cameron?
Reed! Oh, did you make it back from your business trip already? Hey, could you please listen to me? Your wife is a total frickin' bitch. She has been bullying me this whole time you've been gone because she doesn't like me. All I've been doing is acting as her mother-in-law and doing what must be done. Oh, she really is the worst woman I've ever met, Reed.
Well, if she's been acting like a jerk to you, that must mean you've really crossed the line with her, right?
What?
After that meeting with all your family at your place, she fell ill and had to be rushed to the hospital. I just got to the hospital she's been staying at after having to make a dash back home from work.
Then how is she now?
Thankfully, she just had our baby with little trouble. However, she still had a month before her expecting date, so our baby is a whole month early. The doctor said this happened due to all the stress she'd been put under, and I have a good idea who might have been behind that. Do you have any memory of what you did to her that would have caused this?
Actually, I don't. I have no idea what could have been stressing her out that badly.
Mom, I've told you so many goddamn times not to lash out at her for no freaking reason, right? And I could see that whenever I was around her, you would hold yourself back from lashing out at her in fear of me lashing out at you. However, while I've been away from work, I can see you really let her have it. I had a look at all the recordings and photos that were taken of you with Cameron. Tell me, Mom, what the frick is all that about?
All of that was Cameron trying to set me up. It's all lies made to make me look bad.
Really? I didn't realize that in this day and age just anybody could make such realistic video and audio recordings of people that are really just fake. Now, Mom, I told you this plenty of times before, right? Not to come into my house while I'm out of town for work, right? This time I was only gone a week, and I asked you to leave her the hell alone and just go do something with your own time.
And about that.
I hear that Cameron did a great job of not letting you into our house, but Mom, you went and had a duplicate key made so that you could get yourself in when she wasn't paying attention, right? That right there is a crime. You've been trespassing on our property, and as a last resort, Cameron went and forced herself to deal with a lot of crap in order to get this evidence.
I had no other choice, all right? She's the one who should be getting blamed for all of this. She's been trying to steal you, my only child, away from my arms.
Huh?
The reason I've had to do all of that to her is because she's been trying to make you her own and take you away from me forever.
I'm sorry, Ma, but she's my freaking wife. In other words, that means she has every right to take me away from you now, since that's what marriage is about.
I don't care what marriage is supposed to be about. My feelings for you cannot be hurt like that by some woman who has nothing to do with our family. Why the hell would you get married to someone else when you have a mom like me? Do you not care about what happens to your lonely old mommy?
Are you trying to say that you never wanted me to get married and just wanted me to stay by your side all my life? How freaking gross. How about you lay the hell off and go die in a ditch somewhere, you dirtbag? You're to blame for all this, you asshat.
How dare you? I had no other choice, Reed. I lost your dad already to that disease, and now the only family I have left is you, Reed.
Well, that isn't the same for me. I have other family now, like my wife and my newborn baby. And I just had to learn after rushing back here that you punched my wife in the gut while she was still carrying our baby. You are freaking criminal.
I can't believe you would be saying something like that. This has to be because of that bitch's evil influence over you. This is why all those poor women are nothing but useless wastes in our society.
You're the only useless dumbass here. Now stop acting like a spoiled brat and shut the hell up. I was told by Dad before he died to take good care of you, but now I'm starting to really regret ever sticking around such a selfish asshole like you. The fact that you've now gone and hurt my wife and my baby shows me you don't care about family at all. And as a husband and a new father, I feel like a failure for letting such a thing happen. But thank God I'm back home now and have a great idea of how to go about that. You are never going to be seeing us ever again.
What? You can't do that to me. I can't continue living on if I'm not able to be around you, Reed.
Well, thankfully, I can. And to me, the only people that really matter are my wife and my baby. I've already gone and changed the lock on our house now, and soon we'll be moving out of that house and into a new place in order to get away from you.
What? Where will you go? You will tell me where you're going to next, right?
I just said we're moving to get the hell away from you. What the hell is wrong with you, woman? I can't believe someone could be as freaking dumb as you, Mom. I've made sure that we're all moving somewhere far away from here so that we don't even have to risk the chance of you ever finding out.
You're being mean by leaving me here all by myself. I am your mother of all people, Reed.
No, you're not. No goddamn mother of mine would ever lay a hand on my wife and child like that. And you were also talking about how my wife went and made this baby with another man, cheating on me? Screw you! I'm not letting my child ever meet with someone like you. You would screw up their education and turn them into a bitch just like you are. Thanks a lot for being my mother up until today, but that does not pardon you from being a total asshole to my wife.
Pardon me? I was never asking to be pardoned for anything.
You are the perfect example of a bad example for others to learn from, actually. Such a bad example that you almost make me want to vomit. Ugh. You would always ask me why I married someone like Cameron, even though she's the best wife a man could ever ask for because she's so kind and loving. However, I'm gonna ask this to Dad now. Why would he ever marry such an aggressive and selfish bitch like you? Goodbye forever now, Mom, and you can forget me ever calling you that now because I hate calling you a name that's supposed to represent someone who's just like my wife.
No way. Read! Read! Cameron, I understand now. I'm going to accept you for who you are now. I was just being strict with you because I cared about you. But it seems that everyone had a bit of a misunderstanding to that. And that then led to Reed misunderstanding me and everyone no longer liking me anymore. But can't you see that how things have ended up are bad for all of us? I mean, I'm Reed's one and only parent, right? I'm sure it was very painful for him to have to let me go, and still is, right? If you've really learned your lesson after all of this, then I'll be more than happy to make up with you and go back to being your mother-in-law. You won't even have to apologize to me on your hands and knees. Just know that I'll have to use you as my son's wife like I'd been trying to do before. All right, I'm ready for your answer. What's it going to be? Cameron? What the hell do you think you're doing ignoring me? How dare you act out like that when you're my son's wife? You reply to me right now. Hey! I knew a total waste like you would never learn. I just had a baby and only got out of the hospital today. Have you ever heard of the word consideration before? I was finally happy to see you replying to me again, yet now you're going to act like that? I was never told what hospital you had been admitted to have that baby, so there was no way for me to come out and meet with you. When the hell are you going to show me my grandbaby's face? I'm a grandmother now and want to see them. You should be showing them to me before anyone else. You seem to love living your life by your own rules. But that's totally fine because nobody else is, and that's why nobody wants to deal with you anymore. Did you even listen to anything your son told you the other day? Are you actually insane? Huh? What the hell are you saying, you pile of trash, bitch? I thought that it was time for me to finally come and forgive you, yet this is how you behave? Oh, this can't be happening. Are you sure it shouldn't be you begging me for forgiveness right now after all the crap you pulled with me? What makes it so hard for you to understand your own position in this world still after all the harm you've caused? I still can't believe that you, of all people, are really Reed's mother when you are the complete opposite of him. Is an impoverished little whore like you trying to pick a fight with me now? I love that you always call me poor or whatever when my family has always been middle class, and so has yours. But now that really doesn't suit you well, saying you're all wonderful, because you don't even have a job or a house living as a homeless woman, right? That's probably why you fall into your last resort of having to try and attack me to get any sort of help. What? What are you talking about? Well, I mean, come on. All of that money you got from your husband after he passed away is gone now because you used it all up, right? And all that money my Reed and I have been giving you is also gone now since you'd go and spend it all shopping away your loneliness, right? Oh, that's because… Also, that house you've been living in isn't even yours, right? It's Reed's uncle's house. I know about how you went and sold your house before because you needed more money to play with, but you didn't want to have to live in an apartment or anything either. So you went to Reed's uncle for help and took over that house, right? I believe it's his condo that you took over, or should I say, invaded. Now you're really trying to piss me off. I just chose to live here because he said I could. But after what you did at that last family gathering, everyone in the family gave up on you and kicked you out of the condo, right? And now you don't even have anyone around you to help you with money or housing. But weren't you introduced to a job working in a remote factory that would also give you some housing? Well, if that's what you've been offered, then go take the job. You'll not only have a place to live again, but some money going into your pockets. You think I want to do that? Something like having to work in a dirty old factory out in the middle of nowhere is something only the useless do. And having to live in company housing is something the poor do. That's where all the vulgar people in this world go to rot. Not only is your bias revolting, but you seem to not understand the position you happen to be in. A place like that is the perfect place for someone as vulgar and useless as you are, Paris. the hell makes you think a place like that is perfect for me? Well, you were coming into your son's house to steal things from the kitchen like some kind of a moneyless thief, and then you went and harmed not only myself but our kid as well, like a complete idiot would do. The owner of that factory happens to be a good friend of my father. So please, like we've all been asking, go to that factory and learn how to at least be somewhat useful in this society again. Neither myself or Reed are here to help you anymore. No. I don't want to. No way. No frickin' way. I can't work. No. No. I don't want to work. Somebody please help me. Somebody please support me. Wow. That was frickin' hilarious how you just showed your true self there. So all you've been wanting all this time is someone to leech off of. And that's why you were trying so hard to get your son to stay with you all his life, right? An absolute disgrace to humanity you are. Cameron, you're still his wife, right? You have to help me out here. That's your job as a wife, right? We've talked about this already. David, if David would have just stayed around a bit longer, none of this would have had to happen to me. Come back here, please. I don't want to be this lonely anymore. Jesus frickin' Christ, you're so goddamn annoying, you bitch. Go screw yourself, please. God damn it, you just make my blood boil. Don't you ever talk to my family or I ever again. Don't even think about us anymore, you old hag. No, help me, please. I can't work in that factory. I am asking my father's friend to go and pick your ass up from wherever the hell you are. You may have been bragging about yourself before, but all you are now is the lowest of all lowlifes and a complete bum. You always love to talk about roles, right? There you go. Start acting your part in this society, please. Screw off, you old frickin' bitch. After that, Paris was found by one of my dad's friend's managers and was able to take her away in the back of his pickup truck all the way out to the factory 3 hours out of town. And as for that criminal complaint I'd made, the police told me to talk with a lawyer about it, and not too long after, a court case had been made. I was able to take her to the courthouse where she'd be charged with assault and would have to pay me a whopping $15,000 for trying to harm my baby and I. A few weeks after having paid me through borrowing some money from a loan shark, Paris would end up disappearing from the factory and could not be found. Nobody really knows why she ran away from the factory, though, as it wasn't like she was being abused or anything there, and it was the only place that would give her housing for free. But one good guess could be that she was in trouble with that loan shark and was trying to hide from them before they came and took her away. Right now it's the middle of winter, though, and with all the snow on the ground and there being a 3-hour hike to the nearest gas station from that factory, who knows how she's faring. Nobody from the family has said they've heard anything about her or anything from her, so my guess is as good as anyone else's. But in the back of my mind, I like to think she dropped dead not too long after trying to run and will be nobody's problem anymore. And perhaps that would make her the most useful she's ever been all her life, as she can now act as food for all the animals in the forest. When things come to my family, my baby is doing really well now and no longer needs to go see the doctor every other day. And because of that, I've gone back home with my baby and my husband to my parents' home the next state over, where we'll be staying for a bit as my husband and I relax and let our baby play with my parents. We plan to move into a house close to here, and my husband can transfer to one of the offices closer to this town my parents are in, which is perfect for us all.
And that was all the people that were reporting that Sean was harassing them. They all reported earlier today. Also, I've gathered all of the signatures from them asking for his immediate resignation.
I really don't believe it, still, that this piece of work was working here, in our offices. I understand now the severity of the situation. Thank you for reporting everything back to me and getting me up to speed with everything.
Yes, sir, of course. There are some people who are still saying that they haven't been compensated for any of the money that was scammed. Apparently, there were several female employees that were also being sexually harassed. He was also caught yelling obscenities towards many of them.
I'm so sorry about all of this. If only I was more alert and aware of what was going on in my office.
You were overseas taking care of business, sir. It's not going to be easy or even realistic for you to have complete oversight of our office. It really can't be helped at all. To add to all of that, I was the one that hired him while I was working as interim president while you were away. I'm also responsible for hiring him, so it's not only your fault or responsibility. He was actually the son of Howard and Sons Incorporated, so it kinda helps him out, if you understand, sir.
Ah, so he basically had connections higher up, I understand. Yes, sir. At the time, Howard and Sons was one of our big-time clients, so I couldn't really turn that down.
I mean, they're out of business now, so I guess none of it really matters at all, but...
I see. So they went out of business, but Sean, who used those connections, ended up staying in our workplace. Now it all kind of makes sense.
I am so sorry, sir. It was my fault and it is my responsibility, considering I hired him and I was unable to realize what kind of person he was behind the scenes in the office.
You may have been acting president at the time, but I am the president of the company, no matter how you put it. I was definitely responsible for letting my own employees work in an environment that they were clearly uncomfortable in. There were also employees that have taken off as a result of this, right?
Yes, sir. The reason that I started gathering these signatures in the office was because those employees started saying that they needed to take a break from the workplace. They are currently going to counseling and recovering at home. If possible, it would be nice for you to show up and tell the employees that you're with us and on our side.
Of course, I'll be sure to swing by and talk to everyone about all of this. It's Sean from sales and marketing, right? I'll be sure to take care of it as soon as I'm able to. I'm already sending out some emails. I'm not sure I'll be able to fire him immediately, but I'll be sure to make as many arrangements as I can to make things right.
Yes, sir. We would all greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much for your swift response. However, right now, I would really like you to focus on your business meeting today with Johnson's Industrial. Don't worry too much about our situation, as you've done everything you can do about it at the moment.
Yeah, of course. I can't miss this appointment with them. This is a huge deal for us. You already contacted the bar, right? That we would be going there?
Yes, sir. I've let them know that you'll be arriving with the Johnson's Industrial people at around 7 p.m. I've reserved the VIP seats for you.
Thank you so much for taking care of everything for me, John. This company is doing as good as it is because you are around to take care of everything. None of this would be possible without you. I really want to thank you for everything you've done for me and the company while I was away and you were acting president.
Don't mention it, sir. I only did what I could as your right-hand man. Anyways, sir, good luck tonight and Godspeed. I'm sure you'll do great things, sir.
Yeah, leave it to me. I got this.
Hey, you! Don't be ignoring me, you little piece of shit. I'm literally talking to you right now. You better answer.
To whom do I have the pleasure of speaking to?
Whom do you have the pleasure of speaking to? Do you seriously not know who the hell you're talking to right now? You're just some low-life sales rep.
Low-life sales rep? Oh, are you someone from Johnson's Industrial, or am I mistaken?
What? Who or what the hell is Johnson's Industrial? Don't bring up that shitty trash company that no one's ever heard of, moron. You're just some low-life sales rep. You don't even remember what I look like? What the hell is wrong with you stupid or something?
I think that you are mistaking me for someone else. Positive, actually.
What? You trying to make excuses like that? You always do this kind of crap? You must be a shitty employee who always runs away from his responsibilities and is useless, huh? Doesn't contribute anything to the company? I mean, You work at a literal factory, so I'm sure there's not much brain activity going on there. Ha ha ha!
Like I said earlier, sir, I think you're mistaking me for someone else.
You're some shitty sales rep, right? You better take care of all the bills for me.
Excuse me, what do you mean?
This is part of our arrangement. I'm your client. You need to make sure that you make the client get the best treatment possible, right? I mean, I have enough money to pay for everyone in this bar right now, and I'm still gonna have plenty of change left over for the night, but today is supposed to be a special day where the shitty sales reps will pick up the tab, so I'm going to be partying all night, baby. Let's go!
Excuse me, but I'm not able to do that kind of service for you. I really don't do that kind of thing of business trips. Actually, I really need to bring the whole thing back to the fact that I think you're mistaking me for someone else.
How long are you gonna be lying through your teeth like that? No one believes your lies. Come on, you need to drink up too. You're gonna be paying anyway, so if you don't drink, you're gonna be missing out on a great time.
No, I'm not gonna be paying for anything, and I don't need to drink either. No, thank you. I didn't come here to play around, I'm here for business only.
This is a high-class bar. It's literally where you're supposed to drink a lot. I feel like you're not supposed to be here anyway. You're just some shitty sales rep. Oh, wait, hang on. Did you get lost or something? You weren't even supposed to be here, were you?
You're starting to get on my...
Let me just tell you, I really don't know how someone who hasn't worked hard a single day in his life found a job. And somehow you end up in this place where only the real and elite adults come to hang out. You don't belong here. Let me explain something to you. This is a high-class bar, and only the most elite of the elites are able to come here to hang out. I need you to pay for the damages for having trash like you show up in a high-class place like this.
How much of an asshole can this guy be? Who even is this person? How'd he get my number? I'm gonna have to leave now because my business partners will be arriving soon to talk about our future business together. Excuse me.
You better pick up my tab.
Excuse me, what the hell are you thinking?
No, what the hell are you thinking? Why the hell are you in the VIP seats? This is not a place where shitty sales reps like you are able to sit in. Do you understand? It's reserved for the classiest and elite members of society.
This has nothing to do with you, does it? I'm working here. I'm having business meetings right now. Please stop getting between us and interrupting our meetings right now.
I see. You gotta work hard because you're just some low-life sales rep, right? Good luck, idiot. The guy you were talking to, that old idiot, he looked pretty poor and low, too. What is this, some kind of connection between terrible company A and terrible company B? What a shitty combo.
What? That elderly gentleman is the key person of Johnson's Industrial.
Oh my god, stop bringing up that stupid company's name. I don't know about it. You really need to rethink your priorities too. You need to be talking business with me and not that old guy.
I really don't know what you're talking about or who you are. What is your name again?
Oh my god, you really don't remember, do you? I'm one of your clients that brings you massive amounts of business. I'm from N&S Securities. My name's Sean.
Sean from NNN Securities. Wait a second. Are you from the sales and marketing department? That's Sean?
Yeah, I'm from sales and marketing. You finally remember who you're talking to? The other day I went to a factory to check out what that was, and I saw you walking around with a dinky little helmet, working. And I even said hello to you. I was with the manager at the time though, so I guess I was treating you with so much respect.
You're Sean, I see. Now I'm really understanding why people are starting to take off work. If this piece of shit was working in my office, I'd want to take off too.
What the hell are you talking about right now? You're just a low-life sales rep, so you better start talking to me with some respect, you understand? Oh man, I'm so lucky to stumble into one of you low-life employees though. This could have been so annoying if you weren't around. You better spend the company money that I spent this time around as part of our business meeting. I think the tab is at around $5,000 right now.
Are you telling me all this while knowing who I am? I'm literally the president of your company.
Hang on, what?
Just so you know, Sean, I think that you've made a very, very, very grave mistake. And this was one mistake you'll remember for the rest of your life. I'm the president and acting CEO of the company that you're currently employed at.
What? You're the president of NNN Securities? Great joke, idiot. You must be high or drunk, maybe both. There's not a chance in hell that you're the CEO. The name of the CEO at our company here at NNS Securities is a guy called John, not David.
John was looking after the company as interim president. You know, while I was away overseas for 2 years because I had work.
What? The interim president? Oh, wait, I think I remember hearing about something like that. Hang on.
If you want, you can contact John and check up on it. I'll be waiting here while you do that. Ask him about the business meeting that I'm conducting industrial at this bar that we are currently at right now. He knows all about it. You can even check our homepage. Have you ever even opened our company webpage? If you go to the corporate introductions page, you'll see my face and my title listed as the president of the company.
Oh shit, it's true! So, you're seriously the president of our company? You're not lying at all?
I've been saying that I am for the past hour. Are you deaf?
I'm so sorry, sir. I really did just make an honest mistake. Please forgive me. I just didn't know that you were the CEO of our company. If only I had just known.
Yeah, the problem here isn't that I'm the CEO and you didn't know about it. It was your shitty attitude.
No, sir. I really, I thought that you were some low-life employee that worked at the factory. Can you please tell me why you, the president, was at the factory where all the low-level employees worked?
First off, I don't think that they're low-level employees. They're key players in a functioning company. They're all equally important for this company to run smoothly and operate with no hiccups at all. We're all what you might call a team. That would explain why I was at the factory to help out and check up on things. And why I would help when I could.
Seriously? No way, it's totally a trap. It's entrapment. If you're wearing a helmet and the uniform while working at the factory, I'm gonna think that you're a factory worker and not corporate.
Like I said a second ago, even if I were a factory worker or a sales rep, your actions and language are the problem. None of what you said was acceptable or will be tolerated.
What? Hang on a second. Are you going to fire me? You're not gonna terminate my contract, are you? Why, hang on a second. This all happened outside the company hours, right? This wasn't while we were working. While I'm working at the office, I would never act or behave this way like I did a second ago. I'm able to really distinguish leisure from professional workplace.
So in other words, you want me to forgive you because we aren't working right now, And that you're off the clock.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. It wouldn't make sense or be fair at all that you're firing me for what happened outside the workplace, right?
Yeah, I guess, but I told you a second ago too. I'm currently at a business meeting with a very, very important client of ours at the moment. In other words, I'm currently working right now. I'm on the clock. This whole thing, it happened while I was on the clock.
No, I mean, maybe you're on the clock, but I'm not.
To make things worse, you're pretty damned rude to our guests, were you not? Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about either. Right now, we're working on projects that will be moving around tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions of dollars. That's how big this is. And in order for all of this money to flow right into our pockets, I need the cooperation from Johnson's Industrial. I need them to be on our side.
I see. I didn't know that, sir. I really hope it all works out for you tonight.
I really hope that it all works out for me tonight. Excuse me, you realize that the clients have been complaining to me ever since they interacted with you. They're telling me that they've had one of the worst nights of their lives thanks to you.
But...
Of course having a terrible time. You just show up out of nowhere and start spewing crap like, look at these shitty companies working together, how adorable. They're going to go back now instead of finishing our business meeting because they have been insulted and are upset. I don't even know if they're going to sign the contract with us anymore. I want to be able to explain to them that some random drunk person started talking to us out of the blue, but unfortunately, you're definitely one of ours. I really can't be making up any kind of excuses for your actions at all. You've really screwed us over on this one. This is a royal screw-up on your end. You think you're just going to get fired? You better be ready for a lawsuit, buddy, because we're coming for damages and then some.
No, wait, just hang on a second, sir. Don't get too rash on me. This was all kind of an accident, you know? I wasn't really being intentional, and it all just kind of happened. If I had known that this was our company's greatest project being worked on tonight, I never would have intervened or tried to get between you two. I don't even know about that company. What was the name again? Jason's Industrial or something?
It's literally the greatest and biggest company in the industrial scene. What the hell are you doing at work that allows you to somehow work without knowing who these gentlemen are and what company they work for? I'm done with this. I don't see how you're remorseful at all for any of your actions. You're fired!
Hang on just a second, sir. I've worked really hard and diligently at work. I'm being serious. Tonight, I just kind of let things go a bit too far because I had too much to drink and,
You're a hard worker, huh? You're diligent. You're telling the truth and being honest about all of that, right?
Of course I'm being honest and all of that. I'm seriously a career-oriented workaholic. I work hard every day that I show up in the office.
Okay, take a look at this and explain to me what's going on.
Wait, what is this? I don't...
This is a whole list of employees at the sales department of our company that are claiming that they have received harassment and other unacceptable behavior from you. They're all signing this form that is asking for your immediate termination from this company. Every single person who works in our sales and accounting department has signed this document.
What? Every single person? You gotta be making all this up, right?
Do you really think that someone who works hard every day they show up at work would have every single co-worker in their department sign a document that is asking for his resignation? All of the employees are considering bringing you to court to try to get you to pay for all of the damages that you have done to them.
What? But, I mean, come on! Sometimes you really gotta tighten the leash on these guys to teach them a lesson. You just can't be nice and kind to all of them.
So forcing female employees to go on dates with you is somehow teaching them a lesson. Explain that to me. You really need to stop coming up with shitty excuses. Cut the shit and start being real with me, Sean. There are people who have become mentally ill because of what you've done to them, do you understand? They've stopped coming to work because of you.
That's just because they're all too weak. It's not my fault at all.
I'm over this. We have already figured out how we're going to sue you for a lot of damages and compensation for all of the money you cost us. You're also going to be fired for sure. Right now, though, you need to be thinking about what you're going to do about this store.
What? What are you talking about, the store, sir?
You know, the $5,000 that you spent thinking that you would be able to make me pay for your tab. That's a little problem. You're going to be paying for it on your own, just so we're clear. I'm not going to be helping you, and you're not going to be able to use a company card.
No, I don't have $5,000 though. That's so much money.
Okay, then use your credit card or something. I don't care, but just take care of it on your own. Maybe you don't know this, but we actually own this bar. You will be paying for your tab tonight, one way or another.
But...
Also, there are quite a few customers who were irritated or otherwise insulted by your presence and behavior. What do you say, Sean? How about you pick up the tab for everyone as a sorry for starters, huh? That'd be really helping everyone out and making things right.
What? But I don't have that much money. How am I supposed to pick up the tab for everyone?
Why not? You literally told me a second ago, though. You said that you could pay for everyone in this bar and still have a lot of money left over. Sean was then blamed for everything that was going on in the bar that was considered rude and promised to pay for everyone in the bar. The tab cost him upwards of $50K, and he was forced to go to a nearby ATM to pull out his entire life savings to pay for everyone in the bar. It was a great thing that he did that, and it was definitely a gutsy move, but it has nothing to do with his job. I fired him, just like I said I would, and sued him for all of the damages that he had caused because of his behavior at the club, along with all of the employees who were unable to show up to work because of his behavior. To add to that and make things worse, all of the employees filed a class action lawsuit against him for everything that he had done to them. He was forced to pay over $200K, so he had to take out loans to pay all of that off. He would be in debt for a while. News of this debacle quickly spread across the whole industry. It would be very difficult for him to find another job, so he ran away to his parents' home for a while. But because his parents' company had already gone under, like I said before, he wouldn't be able to just stay in their house. The ex-CEO of his family company actually chased him out of the house. He wasn't able to do anything about it and had to leave. Right now, he is running away from all of the loan and debt collectors while trying to find jobs to pay them off. After Sean left, the sales and accounting department at work was able to finally work in peace again with a nice workplace environment. All of the employees who were taking off work were able to come back to the office after several months of counseling and R&R. Currently, every single employee is working peacefully toward a better tomorrow. Oh, and just to be clear, Johnson's Industrial decided on a later day that they would be alright to go through with the deal and sign the contract with N&N Securities. They are working hand in hand with the right-hand man John to make things go smoothly and do great things.
Hey, Michelle, I really need to talk to you, and it's important. I can't overlook this any longer. Are you seriously going out again? Really? Is this necessary? You need to realize this. Going out every night is the worst thing that a housewife can do. You really need to take your role more seriously. Don't you think it's bad for Reese to be working late into the night? Are you even thinking about his needs right now? Don't you know how selfish you're being? Rose, seriously? Are you really bringing up this whole situation again? Why must you do this to me all the time? It's making me so frustrated. No matter how many times I try to explain this to you, why don't you try and make an effort to understand? I direct traffic at night for my job, okay? I'm trying to do my best to contribute to our living expenses, so I've got no choice but to do this job. Things need to be paid for, and I work very hard. I don't think I have even gone out at night for the past few years or so. It's been a long time since I've gone out clubbing or anything like that. I don't get you, Michelle. All you do is lie through your teeth. You're far from a suitable match for my son, Reese. All you are is trash, Michelle. You tell nothing but lies, and you're just an annoying little parasite that we can't get rid of from this house. This is the family house, and you're ruining everything. You need to stop all of these antics that you're doing and be a good and obedient housewife. This is not the time to be joking around, okay? Even if Reese forgives you for what you've been doing, I most certainly will not. You're just a spoiled brat who thinks they can do whatever they want. Are you stuck in the 19th century or something? Your ideals are so old-fashioned and outdated, Rose, and no, I'm not a spoiled brat either. I haven't been lying at all, so I don't know where you're getting this information from about me going out and partying. Look, I'm about to start my shift, and I'm going to be busy. I'll have no time to reply to you until I'm done with work. Please understand that I don't play around at all. I'm a hard worker that's trying to do my best for my family. Stop with these accusations, please. That's all I ask of you. But not only do you go out every night, you don't come back until really early in the morning. I just don't get what you're up to, Michelle. You know, Reese made a really big mistake choosing you as his wife. He obviously had no idea that you'd turn out like this and go behind his back in everything. Please don't make me say it again. How many times must I repeat myself? I work nights, so all I do is leave the house. I don't go into town and drink or anything like that. If you think I'm telling lies, Rose, why don't you go and ask Reese about this? Maybe he can actually kick some sense into you since you're not listening to me. But that's how I found out what you're doing in the first place. I went to Reese asking what was up with you. You're out at nighttime because you're trying to hook up with other men. You're using the family's money to go out and party because you don't have your own, and that's disgusting behavior. I gave you that money because I was feeling bad for you. I gave you the money from my own savings account. What kind of wife are you? I didn't think you intended on using up all the money, right? But seriously, why would you do this to me? Whoa. Hang on a minute. What did you just say? Is that what Reese told you was going on? You do realize that's a huge and utter lie. Don't believe it. Are you telling me that I should trust my witch of a daughter-in-law over my flesh and blood? You're telling me not to believe my own son? Are you stupid or something? I can't believe you just said that. There's no way I'd believe anything you say to me. Stop making such stupid requests to me. I'm laughing so much that my stomach hurts. Please stop. That's enough, Rose. Fine. I guess I'll have to talk to Reese to figure out what he meant by all of that. We need to put everything on the table now. What if I want to do what I want? I don't really care anymore about knowing what he said and didn't say. All I want is for you to stop going out at night immediately. Also, I want my money back, so give it to me. If I don't get my money back, you're going to regret entering this family. You'll never see the light of day. That's it. I am ending this conversation, but I don't want to hear any more of this crap. I'm going to go and talk to Reese about this. Don't bother me. You know, Reese, I have had enough with your mother thinking that I'm lying to her. What do you intend to do about it, huh?
Ugh, what do you want, Michelle? I'm kinda busy right now. I'm in the middle of work, and your message hasn't come at the best time.
You being in the middle of work, Reese, is you working at a bar. Now, come on. I'm trying to discuss some really important things with you.
I can't change the fact that I'm in the middle of work. It's a busy time at night. Now, if this isn't urgent, I need to get back to it. Otherwise, I'll be pulled up for having my phone out.
Well, this is urgent, Reese. Why don't you take me seriously? Look, I wanted to ask why you lied to your mother about what I'm doing. Why would you do that?
Wait, what? What are you talking about? Michelle, what lies are you referring to exactly? I talk to my mother a lot, you know? I lose track of what I say.
You lied to your mother about me going out and partying or something really late into the night and not coming home until the early morning. Why would you say something like that to her when you know for a fact that I don't do any of those sort of things? When do I even have the time to go out and go to clubs and get drunk, Reese? Hardly ever. So why did you lie to her that I do?
Oh, okay. I suppose I did say it like that now that I think about it. I can't help that now. It's a bit late to be arguing with me about it. I just needed to do that because I didn't have the money to spend on things I need. I just wanted more money. I've got no other reasons why I lied.
What? What the heck would you need a reason for? You made it all up in the first place, so why would you need a reason for your lies? Even though you have a low income, you still walk around like you own the place and that you have a lot of cash to spend, when in fact you don't at all. I know that you may or may not return the money someday, but if you need to borrow some money, just ask. It's okay, you can be honest about it.
There's no way that you can just say, just lend some money to me. Are you trying to make me look desperate or something? I shouldn't be asking a woman for money. You just don't understand what I'm going through right now, Michelle. Don't you realize how embarrassing it is to say the things I did to my mother?
If you think it's embarrassing to tell your mother about your money situation, why don't you try and change the situation you're in then? Don't lie to me and then falsely accuse me of things I haven't even done. Shouldn't you just face this yourself and be honest? Lying gets you nowhere in life.
Oh, would you just shut up, Michelle? You're literally driving me crazy. I'm so sick of you badgering me. Can't you just leave me in peace?
Excuse me? What did you just say to me? Did you just tell me to shut up? What has gotten into you these days? I am trying to sort this mess out and you're making it difficult.
Even though you're younger than me, you act like an old hag and want to keep me on the straight and narrow. What's wrong with a little white lie, Michelle? When I see you standing in front of me sometimes, I can see how much you've aged in the time we've been married. You look so wrinkly, it's gross. You're completely different than the other girls that surround me. They're so much younger and prettier than you.
Yeah, but don't you see that the other people, including the girls that you work with, are basically university students with part-time jobs? Of course I'm totally different than them, but it doesn't give you the right to come at me about my looks. You're being so horrible right now, Reese.
Hey, you better watch your mouth. Don't you dare say things like that to me. I'm not going to forgive you for speaking in such a smart aleck manner.
I suppose they don't have to live with a trashy husband that disses his wife and has to live with his parents like I do. It's frustrating to deal with. Whatever you say, Reese. Look, I don't want to make things any more complicated than they already are. Just stop telling weird lies to your mother about me, all right? I don't need all this hassle from her anymore. It's getting beyond a joke. Do you understand what I'm saying? Are you even listening to me, Reese? Hey, are you going to reply to me or not? Ugh, stop wasting my time. I can't get over the fact that you're going almost every night a week. It's absolutely ridiculous. Since things didn't get any better, I decided to file a divorce for you both. Huh? You did what? What is with you making all of these hasty decisions? Since when did you have the right to do that to us? Also, you always message me at night, and it's really annoying because I'm in the middle of work, and I thought I told you about my job. Well, I'm tired of you lying about your job and lying about doing night shifts. I know you're just going out to party and get drunk all the time. It's stressful dealing with people like you. It makes my blood pressure rise, and that's not good for me at my age. Look, I don't have the time to discuss this matter with you right now. I'm in the middle of my night shift, and I need to focus on my work. You really think that you can just lie to me whenever you want, Michelle? I suppose I've got no choice but to let you do as you please. I guess that's a good thing, because I've already filed the divorce papers without asking for your permission. Wait, what? Why on earth would you do that without talking to me first? Have you completely lost your mind, Rose? I'm telling you that I filed the paperwork, and now all you need to do is pack up your things and leave the house. Please do that sooner rather than later. Just rewind and freeze. Hold on a second, all right? So, you've already filed the papers at the courthouse, and you thought it would be funny to not tell me? Hey, you're the one who already wrote down what you wanted in case anything like this happened. I'm really glad that you're going through with this. Now I can kick you out and not lose all of my dignity. All you are is a woman who likes to mess around with other men. Now I can finally make you disappear. Wow. I really can't believe any of this. You really did file the divorce papers at the courthouse. I never imagined you'd go that far into kicking me out of your life. So, while you're telling me all the things you've done, does Reese know what's going on? Does he know about the divorce you filed? No, Reese doesn't know what's going on, but I think I've made it pretty obvious that I didn't like you, and I'm sure my son doesn't like you anymore either. I think he'll be very happy about the decisions that have been made today, since he said he's always wanted a divorce from you. You just did what you wanted to do, which was to see those files submitted to the courthouse. You haven't even talked to Reese yet. How do you know that's actually what he wants? He hasn't confirmed anything with me, but you think this explanation is going to be enough for me to leave? Well, that's why I'm taking matters into my own hands now. So for goodness sake, just leave my house and leave my son alone. I want you to just disappear quickly so that I don't have to bother with any of this nonsense. Don't come back all mad. This kind of request you're making is basically impossible. How can I not be mad at what you've done to my marriage? But to be honest, I can't deal with your crap any longer, Rose. When I get back tomorrow morning, I'll pack my things and leave. Are you happy now? Is this what you want to happen to me? Leave me homeless and have my things piled up on the street? I don't want you coming inside this house. You could steal something and I wouldn't even realize. I'm going to throw your stuff outside on the lawn. It's dirty out there, so if I were you, I'd come and quickly pick it up so that none of your things get ruined. Don't come anywhere near the front door. Wait, what? You're going to throw it all outside? Why must you go that far, Rose, huh? I've never done anything remotely bad to you to deserve this. Didn't I just say to you that I can pick up my things tomorrow morning? Is that not good enough? I don't want you coming into the house because it makes me so angry to have you in my presence. I can't stand the faces you make at me. Really? I make you angry? Are you kidding? You're the one... Wait, you know what? Fine. I've got no energy to start a fight right now. Fine, just do what you must then. All you are is a scumbag wife that disobeys her husband and his family by going out late at night and not coming home until the early morning. You're old enough to know better than to do this sort of thing to my son. All you are is a piece of trash that parties and makes things worse. I've filed the divorce papers now, so that means you're not allowed to come into this house ever again. I mean it. Don't even try. Wow. I really can't believe you've done all these things. It must be such a huge accomplishment for you. I guess I should say, yay for you. Well done, Rose. Don't patronize me, you little toad. I don't want to ever see your face around here ever again. You've ruined my son's life, and now I've ruined yours. You know what? I'm not going to bother with the luggage. In fact, I'm happy because of this development in our relationship. Don't worry, I'll leave the house with a huge smile on my face. I'll leave the luggage behind and I'll go and collect only the important things. Well, you've mastered your plan so well, Rose. I pray that we'll never meet again after tomorrow. You've got some nerve being a smart aleck towards me. You've always been such a scumbag daughter-in-law. I can now throw you out on the curb. Whatever you say, Rose. Goodbye, you wrinkled old hag. Have a nice life. I hope that you'll age well, but we all know you won't. What the heck did you just call me, you stupid little woman? How dare you speak like that to me? You should be ashamed of how you've treated me. Not one bit, Rose. Besides, you've been putting me down from the start. If you'll excuse me, I've got to get back to work. I hope you've enjoyed this little conversation. Why on earth are you calling me, Rose? I thought you didn't ever want to see or hear from me again. What do you want now? Don't you know how to answer your stupid phone? Pick up the phone right now. We need to have a little chat and you're avoiding me. I've been trying to get in touch with you since yesterday, but you keep ignoring my messages and calls. Why won't you answer your phone? Why should I have to answer my phone to a woman who has been trying to sabotage me? I'm at work right now, so would you stop being such a nuisance for once in your life? I've got every right to get in touch with you since I'm trying to get rid of you once and for all. Look, I'm in a bit of a hurry, so why aren't you answering your phone? Well, I don't want to pick up the phone when I see your name pop up on my screen. Also, how am I supposed to know about your little panic? I don't care, Rose. If you've got something to say to me right now, just message it through to me so I don't have to bother hearing your voice screaming at me from the other end. Fine. What are we supposed to do about this loan? I've got no idea where it came from. What's going on here, Michelle? Huh? What on earth are you babbling on about, Rose? You need to be more specific, otherwise I can't help you with what you're panicking about. You know, just after you left the house, the living expenses started to disappear. Could it be that you're stealing money from the household budget? If you are, you need to give it back to me right away. I'm not having any of this crap pulled on me. It's my money and I want it right now. Are you seriously accusing me of theft right now? I didn't steal any of your money, Rose. It's been more than a month since I've left that house. How could I possibly have stolen any money from you if I haven't been anywhere near the house? Then why aren't my household finances up to scratch? Up until now, I should have had enough money to cover the expenses with the family's money. I can't pay for the loan, and the bank said that the debt collectors will come if I can't pay for it. Is this not making you feel bad right now? Why would I feel bad? Also, did you not realize that it stopped when I left because I was the one paying for it for about a year? Wait, what? What are you talking about? What do you mean the payments stopped when you left? You're confusing me so much right now. You really thought that everything was covered by the family account because I had been putting money into the account to pay for things. I actually stopped doing that this month since you kicked me out, and basically I wasn't part of the family anymore. Don't you understand that this is the reason why you can't pay for the expenses or anything like that? I was the only one contributing. I don't think you should be going out of your way to ask me to pay back anything when I was being more responsible than anyone in the house. What on earth was all that about? What do you mean you were the only one contributing to the house? Why are you the one paying for things when you don't even have a job? I definitely know that it's been Reese who's been paying for these mortgage payments and expenses. It's obviously his income going towards it. Okay, if you think that, why don't you just ask him to pay for the loans? I'm sure he'll be more than happy to help out, but that's if he can pay for it, that is. Okay, he just turned around and told me that he can't afford to pay off the loans we have. What the heck is going on around here? I thought that he was the one that was paying for the loan up until the bank requested the payments. Michelle, you need to be straight with me. Explain to me what's going on. I've got hardly anything to explain to you. I think understanding the truth is a pretty simple thing to do, Rose. There's no way Reese can pay the loans off, right? He's such an incompetent person and has never been good with money until he met me. He only earns about $2,000 a month for his job. Excuse me? How could it be that he's only earning $2,000 a month? What is with these accusations, Michelle? Stop messing around. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth, Rose. Reese hardly works at all, so that's why he earns so little. He's working at a bar that he normally eats and drinks at. The maximum salary that he makes for his job and puts it into the family account is about $2,000 a month. It doesn't go very far. A bar? He's been working at a bar? Since when did this happen? Is that really all the work he's doing? Yes, and he's been only working there in the evenings. You know that ordinary office workers don't typically go to work in the evenings, right? I'm surprised you didn't notice what he was doing until now. You really don't take much notice of what we do you? So my son has basically been out at nighttime because he's working at a bar that really only has customers in the evenings? Yes, he does night shifts at the bar, so he's there until like 11 or 12 at night. But I've had to work day and night to be able to pay for important things. There's just no need to compare what we do, but you can't deny that I've worked hard and I did the best that I could do. I've been supporting such an annoying man and his troublesome parents for too long. Even if you were grateful, do you think I'd still give you money? Please, just hang on a minute there, Michelle. I'm really not understanding this at all. I'm just in shock, you know. Reese only earns $2,000 a month? But he's in his 30s. He should have a better job by now. Is it even possible to live on $2,000 a month these days? Why don't you ask your son all of these questions instead of me? If you're not going to believe me, please just ask the person in question. In fact, I'm really just a stranger to this family, and that's how I feel about all of you too. Isn't it pointless to contact me? So, has this really been what you've been doing up until now? You've been paying for all of our living expenses? Yes, that's right. But you were the one who never believed what I said, and it's all because of your lousy son who refused to work more than he does now. Not only do I work during the day, but I work as a traffic director at night as well. I was making enough money that I could save it all by myself. You know, I feel like most of the time you were all exploiting me anyways. Wait, what did you say? You're a traffic director as well? At night? So, you were never going out drinking or clubbing? Oh, nothing like that? How many times do I have to tell you that I never did anything like that? You were so persistent to make me feel guilty and prove that you were right. And that you never realized that you'd been deceived by your idiot son. He never told you what he did for work, Rose? It's too late to even be talking about what happened. Well, thanks to you, Rose, I'm getting a divorce and I'm free to do whatever I like. It's great to be able to say goodbye to the scumbag of a husband. He was so useless and never helped with anything. Until now, I'd only believed what Reese was telling me. I really thought that you were lying to cover up what you were doing, but you were just helping out. It's about time you realized what your son is truly like. You brought him up, so you should know what he's like. Do you understand how he grew up now? This is the kind of person he is, Rose. You never wanted to believe that he was lazy and lousy, but it's true. He's so useless at providing for anyone but himself. Well, now that you know the truth, I guess I can leave it to you to solve the rest of your problems. I'll say it again, this has nothing to do with me anymore. What do you mean it has nothing to do with you? Of course you're involved in this mess. What am I supposed to do about this loan? I can't pay for it on my own. I just thought that Reese was covering the expenses, so I had no idea that it was really you who was paying off the mortgage. Please help. What should I do? Why should I help you, you old hag? You're the one that pushed me out, so why should I help with your financial turmoil? Excuse me, how dare you talk to me like this? You can't do this to us. Just come back to the house. We can reverse the divorce papers. I'm sure my son will take you back. I'm not doing anything to help you or your lousy son. You treated me so badly, and I don't intend to go back to the way things were. Okay, all right, I'm sorry. Just please help us. We can't be kicked out onto the street. We wouldn't survive. Please, we need you to help us. I'm begging you. No, I don't want anything to do with you or your family anymore. I'm free to do whatever I like now. I'm cutting you off. You dug your own grave, so lie in it. Good luck with everything. You're going to need it. Tell Reese to go out and get a better job. In the end, Rose continued to ask Michelle for help with the mortgage repayments. Michelle ignored her requests and she fell into a fit of despair. Michelle finally cut ties with Reese and the rest of his family. By doing that, she was able to live a much richer life. She felt mentally and physically free from their grasp. Meanwhile, Rose's family began to live in fear of their debt. It's a result of her own doing, so there's really nothing that could have been done to help them. Apparently, the entire family now works at a factory from morning to night. Let's hope they pay off their debts.